Hello, Lindsay. How are you?
Hello, Aubrey. I'm doing very well today. Today we're recording on a Friday, so I'm about ready for the weekend.
Yes, Fridays are the best. You got the whole
Yes.
weekend in front of you. Are
Yes.
you going to go to any fun restaurants this weekend? Any restaurants in Denver you've been wanting to check out?
No, I mean, there's a few good restaurants in Denver, but Denver's not a big food city, I have to be
Mm.
honest. So not really. I'm going to the
No.
movies tonight. I'm excited.
Gotcha. There's some family friends. We have a soccer game tonight, and the other girls on my daughter's soccer team were like, let's all go out after the game. And they recommended this taco place kind of
Ooh.
close to where the game is. So we've never been. I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah. Do you have good Mexican food in Arizona?
Yes, but there's almost too many choices, right? There's so many, I don't know if I could ever go to all of them.
Yeah, for sure. I've noticed that Mexican food and tacos particularly are so much better on the west side of the country than the east side.
It's
It's
true.
bad.
Yes, when I lived in New York, I had a really difficult time finding good
Yes.
Mexican food, good tacos, and they're like, 3 on every corner here.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yes, it's so much better for sure. But other kinds of food are better on the East Coast, I guess,
Yes,
right?
that's true, right?
Yeah.
So they have their fancier restaurants over there.
Fancy.
Well, I'm excited for this, Lindsay. We had a great question about phrasal verbs. One of them we used a couple times in this opening. I asked what you wanna check out. And so let's read
Yes.
this question and let you know what we're getting into.
Okay, and this came from YouTube, by the way. I mean, you can catch hopefully soon these particular actually All Ears English, yes, All Ears
Yeah.
English episodes are on YouTube, and we're hoping soon that Business English will also be over there. So find us on YouTube. Here's the question. Grammar episodes are really my favorite. Always exciting to listen to these great episodes and learn something new from you guys. So thank you. Oh, that's amazing, Aubrey. How does that make you
Yes.
feel?
I know, I'm glad because the grammar episodes are a lot of work, so I'm glad to hear
Yeah.
you guys appreciate them.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I also have a grammar question. Okay. I was wondering if you can break down the usage of the phrasal verbs check out, check in, and check on. They all sound very similar to me, but I've noticed native speakers use them in different ways. So thanks again. And this is from Ludi on YouTube. So
Yes,
good.
you guys can leave questions like this in comments on our YouTube
Yeah.
videos. That's an awesome place for you to leave a question. And all 3 of these phrasal verbs are used extremely often and are all great for connection in English, right, Lindsay?
Yeah, these are connection verbs for sure, just because they're used so much and we're making recommendations here. We are telling people to what
Mhm.
to pay attention to, right?
Exactly, that fun conversation we had at the beginning where I'm asking you, "Are there any restaurants you wanna check out?" And I'm telling
Yeah.
you about one, like, what a fun conversation.
It's
Absolutely.
fun, right? Or if I'm visiting a city, what should I check out in terms of food? Love
Yes,
that.
exactly,
Yes.
but the tricky thing is these each have multiple meanings,
Oh, yeah.
so we're going to need to do an episode for each. So guys,
Okay.
hit follow for the next installments of this three-part series because each of these phrasal verbs is going to be its own episode.
Oh, I'm excited for that. That's gonna be coming out in the probably in the next month or so, Aubrey, right?
Yeah,
More or less? Yeah, I
yep,
love it. I love it.
absolutely.
All right, hit follow, guys. So today, which one are we focusing in on? Just zooming in
Check
on
out.
check
We're
out.
talking about checkout, which
Yes.
has 5 different meanings, guys.
Oh my gosh, Aubrey,
I
are
know,
you
it's
are you
crazy.
serious?
Imagine trying to do all 3 of these phrasal verbs in one episode when just
No.
checkout has 5 meanings.
Never, never. There's so much
Too
out
much.
there to teach you guys. We're gonna take it bit by bit and make sure we focus on connection, not perfection. That's the key.
Absolutely, right? So you guys, when you hear these, you'll understand them and you can use them to connect in English. That is the goal.
Yes. Okay. Then where do we start? What is the first meaning?
Yeah, the first one is the one I used when I asked if you have any restaurants you want to check out. It means to find out information or to like make sure everything is correct or satisfactory about something. So
Mhm.
from the opening, check out a restaurant, right? Really means you're going to find out information about that restaurant or make sure that you would like it.
Yeah, there's a lot here. There are a lot of ways that we would use it for this particular meaning. For example,
Mhm.
I need my mechanic to check out this car before I decide whether to buy it. Weren't we talking about lemons in an episode a few weeks
Yes.
ago?
This is right. This is just wise life advice. Have a mechanic check out a used car before you
So you
purchase
don't
it.
buy a lemon. And we said
Yeah,
in that episode, guys, a lemon is a used car that is just it
about to fall
doesn't
apart. It
work.
doesn't run
Yeah,
well.
but you bought it. Yes.
Exactly.
All right, what would be another example?
So you could say, "Wherever we go, my dog always runs around to check the place out."
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, that's what we do. They say that if you take your dog somewhere, like an Airbnb or a hotel room or a home, you should let them kinda walk around on the leash and
Yeah.
sniff it all out so they get comfortable to check it
Yeah,
out.
absolutely. It makes sense, right? So, yeah, you can see already we're talking about checking out restaurants, having a mechanic check out the car, the dog's checking out the place. It's all the
Check it
same
out.
meaning of like finding out information about a place or making sure that everything is on the up and up. Everything is correct and satisfactory.
And I don't think we can overemphasize how common this phrasal
Oh,
verb
man.
is in this usage, isn't
It's
it?
used probably at least once per conversation, if not like once per sentence in every conversation, like all the time.
Okay. Quite a lot then, in other
Yes.
words. All right, fair enough. What about another meaning, another usage?
Yes. The other way we use check out is it means look at or notice something. So,
Okay.
for example, oh, you should check out that video on YouTube. So it means
Mm,
like just go watch it, go look at it.
yep.
Something we think you should notice.
Yes, or that guy is totally checking you out. So you might hear teenagers saying this, right?
Exactly right. If
Yeah,
someone is noticing someone else, we
yeah.
use this phrasal verb check out. They're checking them out.
Yeah, in the dating world, that kind of thing. Super common
Exactly.
in that way too. Yeah. Okay, third way, Aubrey, what is it?
Yeah, so this means to prove something true or correct. So, for example, her claim didn't check out once we looked into it. So, it means you have like proven something false if it doesn't check out.
Yes, or we'll see if that checks out. This one's a little more rare, but I actually like it.
I do too. It's an interesting way because if you're going to say to someone like, I don't know, I'll see if what you're telling me is true, that can
Yeah.
almost seem kind of offensive,
Right.
that you're making this assumption that it might not be. This is a little less maybe blunt and potentially offensive. Just be like, okay, we'll see if that checks out.
Right. And it makes me think of a bonus for today, which is add up, right? Yeah,
Oh,
our claims
yeah.
don't add up. The numbers don't add up. It doesn't make any sense.
The exact same meaning, right? To say something checks out or something adds up. That's interesting.
That could be another episode where we take that
Right?
off on that tangent around not trusting what someone has said. Your gut is telling you something's wrong. That could be a
You're
great
putting
episode.
2 and 2 together is another
Yeah,
idiom. Yeah. Stay tuned for an upcoming episode
stay
'cause there's a lot
tuned.
of interesting phrases for that.
All right, good stuff. So, next one.
Okay, so this is settling, someone's hotel bill. We say check out, like, we need to check out before 4. This is a little bit more of a specific meaning. We always say check out for this action.
Yep. Also, but very different, right? Very different from the other ones.
Yeah,
And then I'll go check us out and I'll meet you at the car.
right, and
Yeah.
it has this specific meaning of settling your bill at a hotel. Yeah, but yeah,
And
it's so bizarre how checkout can mean all of these different things.
and of course the opposite of checkout is to a hotel is check in, right? Early
Yes.
check in, that kind of thing. So just as we're learning checkout, let's just learn check in as well. Nice.
Yeah, smart. We just recently got an early check-in when we went to Rocky Point
Yep.
because we left really early and we got there at like 11
Yeah.
and normal check-in was 4, but
Yeah.
we emailed the owner because it was like a
Airbnb?
Airbnb. We were
Okay, yeah.
so happy to be able to like unload all of our stuff and go and have a
Yes.
beach day.
Yeah, we asked for
And
that a lot actually. It was probably kind
mm,
of annoying, but sometimes we'll get in early and we just ask for an early check-in. Usually with Airbnb, they can make it happen.
yeah,
Uh,
if they can just send like the cleaning crew early, ugh, it's
yes.
such a bonus.
Or if the place has already been cleaned, honestly, and it's just for whatever
Yeah.
reason, it's an arbitrary 3 PM check-in time, sometimes you can ask for an early check-in. Yeah,
Yeah, and just be like, here's the code. Go on in. It's
love
amazing.
it.
All right, this is our last meaning, and it means to pay or borrow.
Yeah.
So, for example, I need to check out some books at the library, and here check out means to borrow these items.
Aubrey, do you still check out books from the library? Do you go to libraries
Yes.
sometimes and get books?
All the time,
I
all
love
the time.
that.
I think this is partially a mom thing because my
Oh,
kids fly through books, right? They read like a book a day, especially if it's like those
amazing.
graphic novels that you
Yeah,
can read really fast. So they'll go and get a stack of books. I think our library lets you check out like 35 books at a time.
that's
And we
amazing.
get close to that sometimes because they
I can
each get a
picture
stack of
you with
books.
a whole
And the
pile.
next week they're ready for a new stack of books,
That
right?
is
So yeah, we can.
impressive. Whoa, I have to catch up to that level of reading. Very
In fact,
impressive.
it's really smart. Our library tallies for you how much you've saved by going to the library. Every time you check out, it's like, you have
Smart.
saved $30,000 by checking books out at the library instead of buying them new. I'm like, I love that.
It makes sense because what do? You donate used books. It just makes total sense to go to the
Totally.
library to find your books. 100%. Well,
Mhm.
Aubrey, before we get any deeper into the episode, I want to make sure we say thank you to our reviewers, right? Why do we love
Yes.
reviews? I mean, it warms our hearts, right?
I know it really does. I love reading them. I loved this, this comment letting us know you love the grammar episodes. Like, I love reviews when you share specifically what you are enjoying, share
Yes.
questions. This feedback is so helpful for us, but it also really helps our show be found by other listeners as well.
Yeah.
So share the love, right? Leave us a
Share the
review,
love.
rate the show. We love to read them.
Yeah, guys, we read them, we send them to the team, we pay attention to your reviews. So let us know what you think about the show, ask your question. Thank you to Michelle Toon from China. Thank you to Yasin Amini from Iran, Mohammad Reza Sharifi from the US, and Saeed Jami from Iran. Thank you, guys. We so appreciate you. If you want to get your name announced on the show, a good way to do that is to leave a review.
Yes, I love getting those emails from you, Lindsay, when you'll
Yeah.
like copy a review or two and send it to everybody. That just makes my
Yes.
day. It's so
I know.
nice.
I know. I know. I love it too. It's so good. All right. Do we have a role play?
Yes. So I'm going to share about a book, actually. I'll start us out here. Ready?
Yes.
Hey, check out this book I found at the library.
Looks interesting.
Yes, I checked it out yesterday and I'm almost finished.
Nice. I actually left a library book in my hotel last weekend.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I went to check out and left it in the lobby.
Can they send it to you?
Yeah, they're mailing it. I had checked out reviews before our trip and saw good feedback about their customer service. And now I know it totally checks out. Ooh, creative use of that. Checks out.
Nice, right?
That must have been how
It's
you had to really figure out how to get that in there.
I know because we do use that one a little less,
A
right?
little
It's a
less.
little less common to say something checks out, meaning it's true. You've proven it true, right?
Yeah,
I was able to squeeze all 5 of these phrasal verbs into this little role play. And
I
it didn't
love it.
even feel like it felt like we would use all of
Felt
these. We
pretty
just use this
natural.
word so often.
Yeah, we do. And so the first one, the most common way, right? Hey,
Mhm.
check out this book. I found it at the library, right?
Yeah, it means like look at it. Look at this
Yeah.
book I found. Check out this
Mhm.
book. I
Yeah.
actually would say this, check out way more often than I would say look at this. That almost feels weird. Look at this book.
Yeah, check out look
Check
at
it
this
out.
book. Check out feels so much more casual, more natural, more native for our listeners.
Totally.
Mhm.
Yes. And then I said, I checked it out yesterday, meaning borrow from the library.
Okay. Yeah, and you could also actually be saying I looked at it yesterday too.
That's true, right? If somebody else had it and I checked
Yeah.
it out, or maybe I see it at the library, like I checked it out at the library and then I checked it out at the
Yes,
library.
exactly. That's why this
So it means
phrasal
both
verb
things.
is everywhere. It's everywhere. That's why I'm so happy we're showing this to our listeners today. Then I said, "Yeah, I want to check out." Sorry, I went to check out and I left it in the lobby. Now this is the hotel, right?
Yeah. So you went to settle your hotel bill
Yeah.
and you had your book with you and you
Yeah.
probably like set it on the counter. This is totally something I would do, or my sunglasses or my wallet. Just leave it there
Do
when
you
I
do
check out
that?
of the hotel. I'm really terrible about that.
Ah, interesting. Okay. And then you really snuck in that checked out. How did we do that?
Yeah, so first you said I had checked out reviews for this hotel before our trip, meaning I wanted to find out information, right? I checked out the reviews. And then the very last one, what did you say?
I know I said I looked at the feedback and their customer service, and now I know that that feedback totally checks out. So I know it's true. I know that
Exactly, right? So you had read these great reviews.
yes.
And then when they said, absolutely, we can mail you this book back, no problem, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, that feedback checks out. Like it's
Yep.
been proven true to me.
Yeah, I think we'll come back to that whole topic of maybe on business English, maybe on all ears English, we don't know, but the idea of does something check out? Does it add up? Can we trust our gut here? Is our gut telling us something different, right? Really interesting topic.
Absolutely. Yeah, make sure to
Yeah.
follow both shows because that happens a lot. We'll have an idea like this, and then you never
Yeah.
know if I decide it's
You
better on
never
business English or
know.
all ears English. So you have to follow both shows, guys.
And might as well be on IELTS Energy too while you're at it if you're
That's
taking the
true.
IELTS exam, right?
Yeah, good point.
All right, Aubrey, what's our takeaway? What do we need to know as a final thought for
Yeah, you
checkout?
guys know phrasal verbs can be tricky. There's 5 meanings just for checkout, right? They each have very different meanings. This breakdown of checkout will definitely help you understand how to use it and understand when you hear it. And you should be using phrasal verbs, right? It's a much more native, natural way to communicate rather than often the much more formal verbs that would replace these phrasal verbs.
Yes, phrasal verbs are the way to connection. So don't ignore them, phase them into your English. And if you need to take away one use of this phrasal verb today, take the first one to find out information. Wouldn't you agree? Would
Yeah,
you
that's
or
such a great
maybe
way
the
to
second one?
connect, to ask people
Yeah,
about something they wanna check out or tell them something you've checked out, right? TV,
yeah,
movies, books,
yeah,
restaurants. That's
yeah.
just such a great way to spark a conversation.
I might actually edit that and just say take the first/second one because they are similar, right? The first one is having your mechanic check out your car, examine, and number 2 is look at that. I would actually take the second one. Look,
Both.
"Hey, check out my new book, check out what's on TV tonight, check out this new restaurant." I think that one is the more common. Do you think so,
Gotcha.
Aubrey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. We use them both a lot, so I would say pull both of those. We can't choose just one, right? We use these both all the time, and
Yeah.
yeah, so the first 2,
Yeah, take
prioritize the first 2.
prioritize the first 2 and always above all, prioritize connection. Right, Aubrey?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, good stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.
Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. Bye-bye.
Bye.